Hello, my name is Boz and this is my project, the Data Collection Terminal. So what is a data collection terminal? Typically it's a device for capturing information into networks where there are no network connections. So a typical situation would be a storeroom, factory floor, shop floor, somewhere where you're trying to get information. You normally take pieces of paper, write it down and walk back to a computer to enter it in. This eliminates that step. So we have several forms of data capture on it. We have a barcode scanner, we have an RFID reader, currently it's 125 kilohertz one, so the bog standard one. We have a little keypad on there so we can enter numeric information. There's a reason for that, I'll go into it later. And we have a small graphical LCD screen designed to be sunlight readable, because these things will be indoor and outdoor, and also we want to really keep the power consumption right down so we can use these things for several days without any problem. The other specifications for this is it must be really cheap. I know a lot of factories would love to have things like this. Typically you end up with something which is a Windows CE or maybe an Android thing, and it would be several $100. This is $100. So basically throw away, hopefully. It's got no real value to anyone outside of the business. I mean, you can't do anything with it. If you have a normal Android stuff or things like that, people tend to try and nick them or maybe steal them because they may be able to use them for, use downloading videos or internet access or games or anything like that. There's nothing on this. This thing is completely instant on, instant data collection. Okay, so what would happen is if I put this to there and switch it on, you can see immediately it's working. It's currently acquiring a network connection, downloading the little app into it, and then it's ready to use. Okay, and that is basically once a day. Once it's switched on, it'll stay on the whole day. Keep the app, keep as much of the connections as possible, and provide an instant communication back to the server. It's a very simple device. If I open it up and show you, we have under the red thing there's an RFID pickup coil, just loops of copper wire, and we have two AA batteries. Take that away, and this is the guts of the unit. I'll try and get it so it's easy to see on the camera. We have a barcode reader here, little module, Cortex M3 chip in there. Over here we have a Wi-Fi serial module. Down here a little PIC32 which is doing all the processing, an RFID reader, keypad, GLCD, and right over here somewhere we have a little boost converter which we'll use for taking the 2.4 volts, the AA batteries up to 3.3 volts. Okay. This is I've currently had the overlays manufactured and had the cases cut out, so that's been a little bit of investment in my time. You could certainly replace these with normal switches and your own version of a case. 3D printed case and switches would look just as nice, I'm sure. This is basically after several tried and failed efforts of getting a case right. I'm good at electronics, good at programming. I'm absolutely completely lousy at mechanics, so this is the state of nearly a year's worth of trying to get this system working. Okay, and the problem is, I mean, until you've got hardware you can't actually develop it. Now we've got the hardware. So on version 2 of the circuit board, there's a version 3 coming, hopefully fix some of the little bugs I've put in, then I'll start basically writing the software to use it. All the software, all the firmware, all the schematics, PCB layouts, everything else will be open sourced and available from the Hackaday site. And that's it. Okay, mate.